What's shaking, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Gardner Oat, founder and CEO of GEMS Intercontinental, an abbreviation for Gardner's English Mastery School Intercontinental, where we learn English the practical and conversational way. Well, today I'm back again with another exciting episode on shopping and customer interactions. And to be very specific, I had prepared detailed slides on phrases to use when you are window shopping. So without wasting much time, let's dive in. I'm only window shopping just to get ideas. I won't be buying today. Now, this particular phrase works simply because it's honest and it gives you the freedom to walk around the store. Alright? Now, the phrase window shopping is widely understood in English to mean browsing without buying. So this should be your go-to phrase any day, anytime, whenever you'd want to do what? Whenever you'd want to browse freely at the store. Now, you get to say this particular phrase when you want to browse styles or gifts without commitment, right? The keyword is commitment. You don't need to be committed to buying. This is when you get to use this particular phrase. And you need to say it in a calm and polite tone. And maybe just gesture around, Fantastic. Let's get to the next phrase. I'm seeing what's available. I'll let you know if something catches my eye. Now, this particular phrase works simply because it shows openness but no pressure, right? It is very polite and honest, and you get to say it, or rather use it, right after the staff greets or tries to offer assistance to you at the store. Remember to use a warm, polite tone, and perhaps keep looking around, just to match up to the phrase. Fantastic. Let's get to the next phrase. I'm not buying today, just having a leisurely look. Now, this particular phrase works simply because it sets expectation that you will not rush the purchase, right? It helps you to browse freely without pressure. And of course, it's very good for casual window shopping. And you get to use this particular phrase or say it when you enter the store or you are just about to explore, right? And make sure to use a relaxed, friendly tone. Maybe even a light smile, right? Will go a long way. Great, let's get to the next phrase. I'm just browsing around. Maybe I'll come back later when I decide. Now, this particular phrase works because it leaves a relationship open, friendly, right? It leaves the relationship open and friendly. And of course, the store knows that you may return. And again, it also encourages goodwill, right? So you use this particular phrase as you leave the store or when you are deciding not to buy yet. Now, make sure you use a polite, friendly tone and maybe look around while speaking. Fantastic. Let's get to the next phrase. I'm just having a look. Thanks for checking in. Now, this particular phrase simply works because acknowledging the staff, all right, who in this context, in this regard, is trying to offer assistance, shows that you are polite. All right, so acknowledging them makes it polite, and it also shows that you respect their readiness to assist you. Okay, so you use this particular phrase when a staff approaches you at the store to offer assistance or help or advice. Okay, make sure to use a polite, warm tone and a slight smile. Next phrase. I don't need help for now. I'm just browsing. Now, this particular phrase is direct yet courteous. Okay, and it works well simply because it lets the staff, right, know that you are fine, and you would not appreciate, further interruptions from them. Okay, and remember, from them is not an interruption, is a gesture of trying to show help or assistance to you. So you use this particular phrase immediately after the staff offers help. Okay, and you need to say it, or rather you need to use a very gentle, friendly tone and maybe raise one hand slightly. Okay, let's get to the next phrase. I'm just window shopping today. Maybe I'll come back when I'm ready. Now, this particular phrase works because it is very honest and polite. It gives time and space without pressure. All right. Now, window shopping is a recognized shopping idiom, right? And you use this particular phrase when you are at the store entrance or right after a polite greeting offer. Okay. Now, remember to say it using a friendly excuse me, sorry about that. Remember to say it using a friendly, neutral tone. Perhaps a small nod will do, right? Great, let's get to the next phrase. I'm just getting a feel for what's available here. Now, this particular phrase signals that you are a serious browser, okay? You're not disinterested, but you're just careful, you know? So, the staff usually respect, you know, all this. And remember, you need to put it out, or rather say it when you want time to assess the styles, the sizes, quality, without being rushed. Okay, that is the keyword at the very end. So you need to say it in a calm, thoughtful tone. Perhaps look around the store while speaking. Great, let's get to the next phrase. I'm just window shopping today. Maybe I'll come back when I'm ready. Now, this particular phrase works because it's honest and polite, and it gives time and space without pressure. Now, window shopping is a recognized shopping idiom, as I mentioned earlier enough. And of course, you get to use this particular phrase at the store entrance or right after a polite greeting offer from a member of staff. Now, remember to use a friendly, neutral tone, and perhaps use a very small nod. Okay, a slight nod will come in handy. That's what they call the gestures, non-verbal gesture. Let's get to the next phrase. I'm only looking around. I'll ask if I need help. Now, this phrase is often used in shops, and it is very polite and shows respect while avoiding pressure. Remember to use this particular phrase when you are approached by a member of staff, but you want to stay browsing. Okay, now you need to say it using a friendly, open tone. Maintain eye contact if in person. Okay, and that will do the magic for you. Let's get to the next phrase. I'm just here to window shop. Mean having a casual look around. So the phrase window shop is a common idiom, right? And of course, combining it with just here emphasizes the casualness while remaining polite. Now, you say this particular phrase on leisurely shopping days or when exploring shops without pressure. You need to say it using a relaxed, slightly casual tone and maybe a small grin on the face, okay? Great, let's get to the next phrase. I'm just checking out what you've got. I'm not buying today. Now, being clear about your intention helps to avoid pressure. Honest communication, tends to be very, very helpful and tends to be respected. So when you're straightforward and clear right at the beginning, then you might achieve, a greater percentage of your objectives, shopping objectives that day. So you need to say it when an assistant offers help and you want to prevent follow-ups, right? So how then do you say it? You use an honest, polite tone and maybe with a small shrug or friendly expression, right? Great, let's get to the next phrase. I'm just seeing what's available. Maybe I'll come back. Now, this particular phrase communicates respect, and it shows that you're not interested. It shows that you're interested, rather, but it avoids commitment, leaving options open. Okay, it's very good when you want time before deciding. Okay, and you use this particular phrase early in the visit when you are evaluating the store's range, and you say it using a friendly, open tone, and you add a gentle smile. Fantastic. Let's get to the last phrase. I'm just browsing through. Thanks for asking. Now, adding thanks at the end makes the browsing polite and friendly, right? It shows that you appreciate the offer of assistance even if you don't take it. Okay, and you say it after a greeting or an offer from a member of staff right when you enter the store. But remember to use a polite, warm tone, a brief pause before saying thanks, to emphasize sincerity. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that has been my time. I'll see you on the next episode. Thank you, and bye bye.